Hey,
Welcome to this episode of Chattin with Staxx. I'm your host, Bill Staxx, and today, this is part 2 of Sammy Scammy the Bull. I want to give a big shout out to all his loyal followers who keep leaving me messages. Thank you. Thank you for your time. I appreciate it. Before we get started, make sure you hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell so you can get my videos every time they drop. Tony Cuts, what's going on? The Reality Report with Craig Gatto. Go check out his show. He's got a good show. They did an amazing stream yesterday with Larry Rolla, Tommy Stiggs. It was awesome. It was great to see that. Mike, what's going on? Full green light, how are you? Dave. Staxx, how you doing, pal? Keep up the great content, bud. You already know, man. Nick, how are you? Thanks for joining me this afternoon. I have a major interview today. If you guys haven't seen already, I dropped quite a few videos last night. I got them all ready, and you guys will be seeing those today. So I have Stitch Duran part 2 is dropping today. Hold on, let me check so I can make sure I tell you the right information. Stitch Duran. We got Pat Militich. Shout out to Pat Militich. We got the King of Connecticut. You guys don't want to miss that one. I'm going to be dropping that right after this stream. I'm changing the time on it. People really want to see that one. And he talks about how he stole Ric Flair's wife. Hey, I got no dogs in that fight, but you guys are going to hear how it happened, like what happened. So I'm going to drop that right after this stream. So you want to go right over there after this and check it out. So today we are here to talk about Scammy the Bull Gravano, the most despicable human being on the planet. He's that's funny. Thank you for that, Jasper. I really appreciate you. Pope, how are you doing? Thanks for joining me this afternoon. Damn it, Mandy, how are you? Jasper, we got a rat rider in the building. Hey, it's okay. Agree to disagree, but you're not gonna come here and downgrade me. Oh no, that's not gonna happen over here. So keep it going. Chat with Staxx tried, but when you even pretended or not to what? You're not making sense. What are you, drunk or something? It's got to be Scammy himself, right? Hey, it's okay. Jasper, I got something for you. Make sure you raise your hand. Raise your hand, buddy. There you go. Make sure you get all the way down there. Don't hit the floaters. There it is. All right. Now that we took out the trash, let's get down to why we're here.
To be said, tough men and women who have wisdom and guts, thank you for your leadership.
Yeah, there is no doubt about that. I did.
Your leadership. Thank you for your leadership, Sammy. Your leadership. You're a brave soul to go after the mafia. Take them on single-handedly. You're such a brave soul, Scammy. Anyone that looks up to this bag of shit, wow, you got mental issues if you look up to this guy.
That on Fox News in an interview with Jesse Waters. We need people that's going to run the country and run it well.
People like you, Scammy. Like you are the most despicable person. You killed a 17-year-old kid that was on his way home from his girlfriend's house. Rest in peace to Alan Kaiser. This kid deserves justice. Honestly, I think the government should rip up his agreement. It doesn't matter that John Gotti's dead. They should rip up his agreement. He should be rotting in a cell for the rest of his life. And who knows? That might just happen. I do know it's going to happen to some other YouTubers. But hey, that's their problem, right?
Now, I know a lot of people may go crazy. I don't give a fuck, really. But we need people like Trump who see the problems, take care of the problems. I mean, he's a little bit of a narcissist. You could love him, hate him, but put that on the side, what he was as a person, and look at what he did. He had the country running like perfectly. Mm-hmm. And everybody was succeeding. He was helping people. I don't know how black people don't love him, because he was really in their corner. He was not a racist. I mean, I knew him on a personal level, not a personal level that I went out with him. No, but in business, I was bunking into him all over the place. I bunked into him personally.
What's this bunked shit you talk about, Scammy? Bunked? Is that a word? Bunked. Is it bumped? It's bumped, right? He's talking about bunked. What the fuck? No, bunked, Sammy, is what you do when you go to prison. You got a bunk, a bunky. You have a bunky, right? You're talking about I bunked into him. What the fuck does that mean?
A couple of times in Atlantic City when I was out there gambling. And but he did the right thing. He was doing the right thing. And you know, the other side is doing things that are not good for the country, like right now. Why do you think they want him out so bad? He's got 4 or 5 indictments, which is disgusting. You're using the law. So the law is not there. It's a law for everybody. When you can break the law and you use the law against other people.
You did it, Sammy. You did it. You broke the fucking law and then used it against John Gotti and the rest of your cohorts. And now you're on the internet bragging about the shit you did. It is disgusting. It really is. Bruno, what's going on? How are you? Another thing that's disgusting, and I don't give a shit who gets mad. Mikey Scars. Mikey Scars. I mean, I don't care how many people like him. He's a despicable human being. He knows he is. He'll tell you. It's hard for him to even live with himself after what he did. He put over 70 people in prison. A lot of people never getting out. And now he's on the internet bragging about his exploits. It's insane. And then for him to have the nerve to say, oh, John was a great leader. And you fucking ratted on his son. You're like, happy birthday to the boss and all that. Disgusting, Mikey Scars. You should hold your head in shame. You know when you shut this video off, it fucking really wrenches at your heart. You're trying to come out and be the good guy, but you'll always be a fucking rat. Piece of shit. And I don't give a fuck who doesn't like it. I just speak the truth. That's what you are, Scars. And that's all you'll ever be. Anyway, let's get back to his buddy, good old pal, Sammy Gravano. Because didn't Mikey Scars have dealings with Sammy Gravano when he first came on the internet? Oh yeah, we're forgetting about all that, right? These people forget who they are. They forget about what these people did. And now you got Donkey Dominic. Look at him buddying up with Sammy Gravano. These people have no integrity. None. But hey, that's on them. Not my problem, right? I'm just here to bring you the stories and you guys decide. Let's get back to the bag of shit.
Artificial cases or people, and I went to prison for over 22 years.
For what, Sammy? For getting your family involved with drugs?
I knew a lot of guys in prison who deserved to be there, and a lot of guys who really didn't deserve to be there. Got screwed in cases.
Edwin, how are you? God bless you, man. Thank you for the kind words. I think it was last night, right? Or was it this morning? I don't know. I'm so busy. But shout out to Edwin. Go check out his channel, Edwin Jamirez. Great guy. He's been one of my day one supporters since I started this. He's a great guy. Go check him out.
And that's not fair. That's not fair. It's not right. You know.
He made a statement. Sammy made a statement about when he got arrested for the ecstasy case, right? It's right on his channel. You guys can see it. And he says, no, I got picked up on some bullshit ecstasy case. He's like, ecstasy is not even a drug. He's like, it's like a party drug, you know? Like he's downgrading his culpability in what he did and how he led his family down this path of destruction. And they had to serve prison time alongside this guy. So what kind of person do you think? He's a scumbag.
And somebody just texted me recently and said, you know, it's not, they're using the law if they have a case. But they're using the law even when they don't have a case. They create a case.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, perfect example. Vinny Bassiano. Enter in Dominic the Donkey. They set him up pretty damn good. And Dominic ends out on top, if you would say. But guess what? His little reign is about to come crashing down. Oh, yes, it is. You see Dominic scrambling, huh? You can see it. It's written all over his face when he does a show. He's losing touch of reality. We'll see what the future holds for Dominic. I believe it's not good.
That is 1,000% wrong. You know, I had cases that they could go use. It was legitimate. And even after I cooperated, when I talked with them and I dealt with them, I had good people around me. You know, a couple of times I said to them, you're going to love me at times and you're going to hate me at times. And I remember one of the agents telling me why.
He said, because I'm a scumbag.
Said because it was the Gotti case with Frankie LaCasio. I said because, you know, I'm not a lawyer, not a prosecutor, but Frankie LaCasio is indicted on the Louis DeBono murder, and if I'm asked on the stand, I'm going to tell them that, and I'm going to tell them why. I thought they were going to have a shit fit. And they turned around and said, Sammy, all we ever told you is we want you to tell the truth. If you feel that's the truth, then tell that. And
tell the truth about Alan Kaiser then, Sammy. Tell the truth about you killing Frankie DeChico to try to take his spot. Tell the truth about that. Tell the truth about the meetings you had with Rat Pipe Castle behind Gotti's back. Tell him that. Be honest.
That way, which I liked. You know, I was able to do that. I thought they'd have a heart attack because Frankie legitimately did not have anything to do with the Castellano murder. He knew about it.
Everybody knows that he did have something to do with it. Tommy Stig Social Club, how you doing, man? Thanks for joining me this afternoon. I appreciate you. Go check out Tommy Stig Social Club. And he's got an episode. Today's Thursday, right? I'm losing track of my days. I believe the Skinny's got an episode coming out tonight. 6 o'clock, right? Stiggs? That's so funny. I'll explain later. Crazy. People are nuts. But hey, everyone, there's always one of them, huh? The thumbnail's not out yet, but go check out this Skinny with Joey Merlino and Little Snuff. They're doing great. Their numbers are insane. They already have 36,000 subscribers with only 19 videos. A lot of these people, right? They think like subscribers make you a man or something, or views. That everyone starts at 0. Everyone. So for some of you people out there to even say that type of shit is just weird. Weirdos, man. But it's okay. I don't care if I get any views. It really doesn't matter. That doesn't make you a man. These people are weirdos, man. Everett, how you doing? Yeah, the Skinny is dropping at 6 p.m. Here, I'll drop a link for the Skinny show. This is a link just for his whole channel. If you guys want to go check it out, go check it out. Let's get back to the video. Hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell. You know we got Christmas coming up. So if you want to donate towards the toy drive that we're going to do, start donating now towards it. Because we don't have a lot of time left. We have about, week and a half, 2 weeks. And Christmas is going to be right around the corner. So if you got, and we don't need a ton of money. We're just trying to take care of the people that are there, get them little packages, some care packages, and help them out. So if you can help out, hit up the Cash App, Chattin with Staxx. Or you can do Venmo, PayPal, super stickers, super chats, all that good stuff. And I appreciate everyone. Every single dollar helps. So let's get back to the show.
If you know about a crime and you don't report it, you can get 5 years in prison. He got life without parole, and he died in prison.
Wow.
So, and he had nothing to do with it.
Because of you, Sammy. He got life in prison without parole because of you. And then you try to go and recant your testimony. It's crazy.
He knew it was going to happen. I brought all the information in. I was involved in it. John was involved. He had his kid involved with it.
John A-Light was involved in it. You know, we called him right after it was done and said, it's done. These fucking people are crazy, man.
There's other guys who pulled it off on my information. It's a long story. I'm not going to say the whole story. But Frankie had nothing to do with it. When I got the information where his office was, where his car was parked, all that shit. I met Frankie before John got there. I was telling Frankie what happened.
He's a liar, man. Everything he says out of his mouth is a fucking lie. He tries to manipulate. And he's trying to change history. You can't change history, Sammy. You're a despicable person for the stuff you did. You should be holding your head in shame for the rest of your life, along with all your other cronies, whether you speak to them or not. All these people that cooperated against people, and now they're sitting in prison for the rest of your life. You should not be allowed to come on here and explain how gangster you are, because I don't believe you or anything that comes out of your fucking mouth.
They couldn't hit him. John Jr. said he was out of the country for 8 months. He wasn't out of the country. They just couldn't hit him. They couldn't get it done. So he heard what I knew, and he says, what are you going to do? What are you going to tell John? I said, of course. And I told John, I said, you want me to take care of this? I hated him anyway, to tell you the truth. And he told me, no, my son will take. After I gave all that information, in a week or two, he was dead. So what did Frankie have to do with it? He knew, and he didn't report it, so he didn't cooperate. He didn't rat. You could give him 5 years if you want, but that's all he deserved. So when I was going to be on trial, I was going to tell the truth. And
because you make the decisions, right, Scammy? You make the decisions on how much time people are going to get and shit. Oh yeah, I think he should get 5 years because that's what he deserves. What? Where'd they pin your junior FBI badge on, Sammy? What side? Remember Sammy standing above the grave of his friend saying, why did you make me kill you? He didn't do that. Such a liar. He didn't do that. He loved doing what he did. He loved hurting people.
it would, I think, cut him loose out of the case.
Mickey, what's up, man? How you doing? Thanks for joining me this afternoon. James, how are you? Alex, shout out to everyone that takes the time to watch this show. I really appreciate all of you. I'm going to share some links from some shows for you guys to go check out. Make sure you tell them Bill Staxx sent you. I get 50% of all their earnings. I have a lot of celebrities that are coming on the show. A lot of them already came on the show, and I'm just going to bring you the interviews that I did with them, and I'm dropping a lot of them. So today is going to be quite a bit. Oh shit, we got my cousin in the building. Shout out to Richard Pasquarelli. How you doing, man? Thanks for joining me. Joey Blunts, what's good, my friend?
His lawyer was threatened by John Gotti not to ask me those questions. Not the government.
Wow.
John Gotti. And the lawyer held back. Now I just saw him on somebody's program.
Wow, you hear the girl in the background? Wow, because she believes his bullshit. You can tell these people the sky's purple and they'll believe you. These girls that he's got working for him are so naive. They don't know anything about the organized crime world. They know nothing. And that's why he has them on board. If they knew who this guy really was, eventually they'll figure it out. The creepy old man.
And he's denying it. But after Frankie got convicted and John died in 2002, he was afraid his son was a made guy. He was afraid if he said anything, his son would be killed. But after John died, he told the whole story, how his lawyer was threatened. So he was trying to get a new trial. Mm-hmm. And it's all factual. I've got facts. If anybody wants to dispute it, it went on an appeal.
I'm disputing it, Sammy. Come bring your facts. Matter of fact, come bring your bag of bones ass and come up here and let's have a chat, Scammy. Bill, what's the link for the Christmas fund? Thank you for that, man. I really appreciate it. Bill, what's the link? Last night's show at 11. I had to reschedule it. We're going to do it tonight. Sammy Gravano's cellmate. We're doing it tonight, 100%. I had to reschedule it because he was running late. and I had some other things to do. So sometimes things just don't line up, but that is dropping today. It's going to be live. If you guys have questions, you can come and talk to them and ask them any questions you want. So be prepared for that. It's 100% going to happen tonight at 11 p.m. I got a ton of shows dropping today. So some of the shows I got are, all right. I got Stitch Duran Part 2 is dropping at 9 p.m. I have I Stole Ric Flair's Wife Part Woo is dropping today at 1 p.m. That one's dropping at 1 p.m. So many, it's insane. Sammy the Bull, Gravano's former, I don't know if you would call it cellmate, or they were in prison together after Sammy cooperated. He will be on with me at 11 p.m. Then I have, there's a video in members only. You guys can see it right now if you join the membership. Pat Miletich, Part 1 is in members only right now. I have so much. I'm going to be dropping videos left and right because I got to try to get some of these out to you guys. But thank you so much for that, man. Every dollar goes a long way. We're going to help some people this year. And there's a crazy delay, but we'll get through it. Let's get back to the video. Hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And if you don't like my videos, that's cool.
They even wanted to have the judge cross-examine me about it. He wouldn't do it. But I got a lot of proof about it, facts, documents. And so John done that to him. And, you know, Frankie stood up. I mean, if I was him, I would have walked. I did walk. He should have walked.
You walked because you ratted, Sammy. You walked because you told on everybody. He should have walked. I walked. He should have walked. But you sat there pointing the fingers at all of them so you could get out of your trouble. And so the reason why I even do shows like this guy took a blood oath. A blood oath. That means he knew what the fuck was in store for him. He knew there was going to be a time when you're going to be in prison for the rest of your life. He knew there were chances you could be killed with the things you're doing. So he knew what was expected. And when that shit hit the fan, he couldn't handle it. If you want to be this big stand-up guy, you should have died in prison, Sammy. And your legacy would have been insane. But guess what? You fucked it up. You became a rat. So all you'll ever be known for is being a rat, along with all your cronies. John A. Light, fucking Gene Perillo, this trash bag, all of them. This is Jared Fogle Jr. Shout out to MRE. That was a funny one, man. And this guy, all he did was sleep over John Gotti Jr.'s house, and he thinks he's in the mob now. Now he's a big mob boss. The fuck out of here, man. And then you got this guy. Can't seem to control himself. But hey, don't take my word for it.
Said, fuck him, fuck the life. Mm-hmm. You want to, my lawyer can't defend me that I'm going to lose?
It's terrible.
I can't.
That's terrible. Oh, shit.
Can't even ask Sammy the fucking question, am I involved? He wanted the lawyer to say, how is my client involved? And I would have said he wasn't. And I already had an okay with the government. Not that I gave a fuck, but they were honest enough to say the truth. You know, we're the government, we indict him because he's part of the administration. But you're not a lawyer, you're not a prosecutor. You answer the way you feel fit.
Why don't you tell the truth about Alan Kaiser, how you killed him, how you shot him in the back of the head, Sammy? How you did it, not Louis Melito. Melito didn't do it. You did it. He was running away from you guys. And you tried to say that he was running towards the car and Louis had to shoot him, right? How come it doesn't add up? How come your story doesn't add up, Sammy? It's pretty crazy.
And that's what I would have answered. But he never asked me the question. And I can't just jump on a stand and volunteer and the judge would throw me right out of the room. You can't do that. And I'm waiting for him, the lawyer, to ask me those questions. But the lawyer never asked me the questions. And he knew it. He didn't do it out of fear that John would kill him. Now, you're a punk-ass bitch lawyer. You shouldn't even be a lawyer. You should have lost your law license. Right. Your license is to help him.
You shouldn't even be a gangster because you're not a gangster, Sammy. You never were. You had an idea that you were going to cooperate long before you did. And now you want to be online acting like you're this big, noble guy. But you're not. You are the worst of the worst, and you'll always be that. That's why you don't have a good team around you. You have naive little girls around you. Because those are the type of people you can manipulate.
Tell the truth. You actually helped put him in prison by not asking those questions.
Did you hear this fucking guy? Did you hear him? He said that the lawyer's the reason why John Gotti's in prison. Why he went to prison. Oh my God. Welcome to Bizarro World.
But that's a whole nother story for another time. But and I'll get into that someday. And I got a lot of facts with that.
Yeah, they're all facts. Yeah. Okay, scammy. Just like you painted those pictures, right? Make sure you tune in tonight because it's gonna get fucking crazy. A lot of facts are gonna be dropped, and we have irrefutable proof that he's a liar. And then some of the things that he says, like, oh, these are facts. Darren, how are you? Thanks for joining me, man. Here is the link for the live for tonight. I got a couple more minutes, and then I got to go. I got a huge interview, so.
I'm being criticized that I put him away. I didn't put him away.
Yeah.
You, as a lawyer, put him away.
This is crazy. So now he didn't put him away because he cooperated. The lawyers put him away.
John put him away to threaten the lawyer. I didn't put him away. I was about to, and there's agents who are alive now.
You were about to what? What? You were just going to say something. What was that, Sammy? I was about to, and then he stopped. Yeah, listen, when he does these lives, he lets out information that I don't think he understands it destroys the whole validity to his stories. It's crazy.
And I'll get into that someday. And I got a lot of facts with that. I'm being criticized that I put him away. I didn't put him away.
Yeah.
You, as a lawyer, put him away. John put him away to threaten the lawyer. I didn't put him away. I was about to, and there's agents who are alive now.
What?
Who would tell the story. Yes, I was there when you said that, Sammy.
When you testified, Sammy, you testified against him. So how? Explain to me. how you didn't put him away. You were in there as a cooperating witness. So how are you not involved with putting him away? Please explain.
And they were all, they were shooken up because they knew that's what I was going to do.
Yas, how you doing? Thanks for joining me.
But they didn't try to stop me.
Yeah.
They let me go with it. And things like that I built a much more relationship and respect for them. Because I didn't think, by saying that, I'm going to hurt their case. I didn't think they were going to be too happy with that. And that's why I told them, I said, sometimes you're going to like me, and sometimes you're not. And they said, no, we're not. That's not going to have any bearing on, we told you to tell the truth. If that's what you think the truth is, and that is the truth for you, then tell.
Yeah, it does. Sounds like he's looking for forgiveness. Definitely does. But guess what? He ain't getting it.
So I had a lot of respect for them. And I even signed documents and things when Frankie put appeals in. There's all
Trying to get someone out of prison that he put in prison. Great. He respects the feds.
kinds of documents. I signed affidavits to say, to the judge.
To recant your story, right? They should rip your agreement up for that. They should rip your agreement up. You should be back in prison for the rest of your life. You're a murderous scumbag.
He had nothing to do with it. But it took too many years, and they couldn't overturn it. That was a legal thing, but it had nothing to do with me.
So you're saying you still hold a lot in the vault you're keeping back that you might tell one day?
That you might tell one day? A lot of lies in the vault, huh, Sammy? That you might tell one day? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We'll bring Mr. Oleto on, and he can explain how he got the call after we killed Castellano. I can't stand this guy, really.
No, I'm going to talk about a lot of these things, yes, all my life. And the more I'm questioned from some jerk-offs, I will someday talk about them, and I will talk about the evidence and the facts.
But you don't have evidence and facts. You have lies and bullshit, Sammy, because that's all you are, and that's all you'll ever be. But I appreciate you guys. Thank you for joining me today. If you guys like this type of content, hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell. So you could get my videos every time they drop. And if you don't like this podcast, start your own. I appreciate everyone. And if you want to help with the toy drive and the things we're going to do for the people down there at the shelter, and we got some other charities that we're going to be joining up with, you guys can donate through Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Super Stickers, Super Chats. And I appreciate everyone. Remember, every dollar counts. Hope you guys all have a great day. And remember, don't be a bitch.